What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I just heard the news of Jim Ratcliffe saying that he expects or he wants to give Amorim 3 years to see the kind of manager that he is and all that. Oh my God, the haters must be mad. Like the Amorim out people must be so angry right now. And I know there's some other like club fans who think that this is great news for them because they believe the shit that the media says that Amorim is bad and his tactics and all this stuff. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy to finally feel like I have a competent board that know what they're doing and that really want the best for this club. I really am happy because of that. Now you can say whatever you want about Ineos, Radcliffe, and all of that, but when you look at the football side of things, right? What was going wrong at United before they got here? Players that we were spending crazy money on players we shouldn't have paid the amount for. We were giving contracts away where players were earning a ridiculous amount of wages, right? And we needed to stop that. And we needed to get rid of these players. And what has started to happen? All of that, really, right? So the Ineos on that side of it, not only have they kind of gotten rid of some of those contracts, right? There's only like 3 players making over 200,000 right now on the team, and they're players that have been here before them. It's Bruno, Casemiro, and Mason. Apart from those three, everybody else is on a really good contract. Since they've been here, not only have they gotten players for like good prices, not only have they signed them to good contracts, they've all been good players, like players that you want here, right? I mean, you look at the Lit, Lanioro, Mazraoui, Xerxes, um, Dorgu, Lamens, Cunha, Sesko, and Bomo. That's like, and Ugarte. Those are the players that they brought in so far. You can say whatever you want about Ugarte because I know like I said his name and people will be like, oh, he's not. He's a good squad player. You're not bringing in all stars, bro. You don't have to bring all these players were not stars. Like Lenny Yoro's not a star. He's a very young, good player, and we're so lucky to have him. Dorgu wasn't a star. Like some of these players weren't stars. They're not stars, but they're good players. They got IQ. They're just good players. Those are the players that have been brought in from the Ineos. Then we have all the youngsters as well with Haven and Orozco and Kone and all these other players. So everything that they've been doing when it comes to the football side and the players and the contracts and stuff has been good. So we find, and now they have the balls to sit there to all the BS that the media is saying and all that and say, yeah, we're backing the manager because we brought him in to do a rebuild. When Amorim took over here, we wanted to do a rebuild, and somehow, some way, in the inside of the first year, inside of Amorim being here for a year because he's only been here for 11 months, the fact that we are in a rebuild has gotten lost in translation. Somehow, inside of that first year, he's being demanded to have results in a rebuild. Do you guys not have a brain? Do you not understand what a rebuild is? I don't think you do. You probably don't. But here's how it goes usually. Usually, the first year, you're getting rid of players, you're trying to create a culture, you're trying to instill your system, you're trying to have your players learn your system. Inside of that second year, you show that the players have shown an improvement from last season, you buy more players to get rid of some players, and you start getting results. And then that third year, you've gotten rid of pretty much 10 to 15 players inside of 3 years, and you've brought in 10 to 15 players. Now you've built your team. Now your team is built, is gone 2 years playing the system, learning it. Now you're demanding results. Year three is when you start demanding results. Somehow this fan base is demanding results inside of a year. Amarin's been here 11 months and you guys are demanding results in a rebuild, bro? Do you guys not understand that? That we had to just get rid of a lot of players and then bring players in. Do you guys not understand that? It's like a ridiculous thing to me. It's whatever, man. We are in a rebuild. Inside of that first year, we've seen a culture. I saw countless reports of how preseason for Manchester United looked completely different than it has in the past. how there was structure, how players like were happy to be there, how they were working hard, all of that stuff. So we're finally building a culture. Players that don't want to be here or don't want to like give their all for the badge or all of that aren't here. They're being phased out, right? There's a certain level of something now that wants to be like there's a certain level of at least um, effort wise that is being demanded, which I haven't seen one game where we haven't been trying hard or like the whole game would just go like not trying. So there's none of that. There's a style that's being built and has shown plenty of glimpses inside of this first year that could be an extremely fun system, but also a dangerous system and a system that can win games, man. So you're seeing all the stuff that you want to see. You've seen that we've improved in play from the moment that Amorim got here. And if you can look me in the face and seriously think that we have not improved from the moment that he got here till now, you just don't know football. You might as well never talk about the sport again, bro. Just honestly. If you really believe right now, if you believe that inside of this first year, from the moment that Amram showed up till now, we have not improved, stop watching football like that ass. You do this is just not the thing for you. Just don't talk about it then. At least you can keep watching. Just don't talk about it like you know anything because you don't. We have easily improved inside of the first year. Because we're not inside of a first year of a rebuild. You're not demanding results, people. You're not demanding results, man. You're hoping you're hoping that the team is understanding the system, that they're showing that they can win with that system, that they're improving throughout that first year. You do not demand results inside of a first year, bro. This is not Amram's second full year in charge. It's just not. When you don't get the chance to bring in players in the summer and have a preseason, it's not the same, bro. It's not the same as you having that chance for that to be your first year. He came in halfway through the season. Most of it, the bulk of the losses for Amorim last season in the Premier League or period were in the first 6 7 weeks that he was here and the last 5 weeks of the month of the season. It was at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning, his team is trying to figure out how to play. At the end, they're trying to win a Europa League, which they got to the finals, and honestly, they should have won because they dominated Tottenham. They dominated Tottenham. They had like 73% possession. Tottenham only had like 3 or 4 shots the whole game. We had like 700 passes to their like 150. We dominated that Tottenham game. We had 3, 4 big chances. We missed all of them. It was that we should have won that game, honestly. It is absolutely horrendous that those players did not win that game because all of the stats back up the fact that we should have won that game. And they got a lucky goal, bro. Fucking Johnson running across and just getting a flick, bro. Like, whatever, bro. The dude didn't do anything the rest of the game. Tottenham didn't do anything the rest of the game. They got so lucky. But that was what happened last season. And then this season, we're talking about a brand new front three, bro. Brand new front three to start the season that didn't get the whole preseason to like play together and get used to each other because they all came in different points. And we played one of the hardest starting five fixtures probably in the history of the Premier League. When have you had to play three of the best four teams in the Premier League inside of the first 5 games of a season, bro? That's crazy. But yet we made it through that in 10th place, 6 points back of first. But somehow, some way, this is so bad, and Amram should have been out, or she. What? We're literally in 10th place, 6 points back of first place, and after 7 games, bro. What? You guys are wild, bro. You guys are just so. You just don't know football. You don't really know what you're seeing when you watch. If you think that it's Amram's system, bro, if you get to this point in this video and you think it's Amorim's system, go back to one of my videos where it shows you that the mistakes of some of the players that have been here through four managers: Luke Shaw, Maguire, and Dallo. Go look. They've been the reason we've given up 5 goals this season, and definitely the reason we've lost 2 games out of those 3 games. Just go look at it, man. Because it's not the system, it's not the tactics, and it's definitely not the manager. We've improved. We're playing better. Get him, like finish getting rid of the players that have been here. Finish the sweep and let him get a real team and let him go and see for real. Because it's true, he hasn't gotten the chance to show that he's a great coach yet. Because he hasn't had the players to fit the way he plays. Because that's what we want as fans. That's what we've been clamoring for years. A manager that wants to be here, that has his own tactics, that has a system, that has a style of play. That's what we've been clamoring for years. And finally we have one. And you can see positive since he's been here. If you just don't fucking look at the results, if your main focus during a rebuild isn't fucking results, then you would be able to see, bro. Stop focusing on just the results and look at everything else, bro. Stop just if it's the results you can't, because it was a rebuild, bro. How can you expect results, man? How can your main reason for wanting the manager out be that be the results? That's ridiculous. Not during a rebuild, bro. If we hadn't improved in a whole year, if we had given him players and we had started the season and lost to teams like West Ham and shit like that, and not City and Arsenal as the 2 of the 3 losses that we had, then yeah, I can see why people would want him out at that point. And I would still maybe not agree because he hadn't gotten enough time for that front to get going. But I can guarantee you this, man. Once Lisandro Martinez comes back and once Masraoui come back and they can stay healthy and hopefully play the end of the through the season, hopefully we'll get better results because we will be put. We won't have to put Shaw, Maguire, or Dallo in the game as often. I promise you that. This is great news. I'm super excited. I I really cannot wait to see where we are at the end of the season, because I believe that every fan is gonna be super excited about next year. Because I never came into the season expecting us to win the Prem or be a team that from the get was going to be ready to go and beat teams and do all of this. That's a delusional thing to think that this season we were ready for that. Delusional. It's delusional. But next season, the like what I see us finishing this season and how we're gonna look, yeah, I I I see a lot of fans just being. I see all of our fans being excited. Even the Amorim outs right now, they'll be excited. They'll turn back. I promise you that. I'll catch you guys next time, man. Let's go.